Hi, my name's Rich Harrington, and today I want to teach you about a new feature called LUT Mapping. Now, the name is not nearly as exciting as what the feature can do. A LUT is a lookup table, and this is a piece of technology that's often used in the print, film, and video industries. A LUT makes it easy to capture information about the tone and color of a photo, and then save that and apply it to other images. Let's take a look at the feature. When working with an image in Luminar, remember to choose a workspace. I'm going to choose Street here to work with this image from a street shoot. On the develop side, I like where things are at. I'm just going to recover the highlights a little bit more, lift the shadows, and increase the clarity slightly for a little more detail. The Accent AI filter is a great way to bring out a little bit of additional information. Now, I've got a hyper-saturated look here, but we're going to actually change this with the LUT mapping. Let's scroll down, and you'll see several different choices here, but no LUT map in the default workspace. So I'll press Add Filters, and in the search dialog, just type in LUT. You'll find LUT mapping. Click to apply the effect. Now, what you'll see is the ability to choose a LUT. There are several built-in LUTs that you can use. Each of these will give you a different look to the image. You'll see, for example, that it really changes the overall color and effect. Now, as I find one that I like, this is a great way to really process the image. For example, I like this tritone effect here for a strong black and white. You'll find that the effect itself has its own contrast and saturation effect to it. This is going to affect the intensity of the colors in the lookup table itself. As you try different LUTs, each will behave quite differently. Additionally, you can click and choose to load a custom LUT file or download new LUT files. Choosing download, for example, will take you to some free lookup tables as well as some that are for sale. Let's click to download these cinematic LUTs. And now I can choose Load Custom LUT File. I'll navigate to my downloads and simply select one of these new styles. And you see it applies. Now each of these will behave very differently, and not every look is going to work well for each image. But remember, you can also adjust the intensity of that lookup table with the slider. Now, lots of choices here. Let's go back to that tritone one for a moment. And I want to emphasize how you can really take control of this lookup table. My suggestion is you add one filter before the LUT mapping filter, and that is the HSL filter. Drag this above LUT mapping, and what you'll be able to do is adjust each area. Notice, for example, that I can bring out the saturation of the reds and the blues a little bit further, while toning down the yellows and the greens. Additionally, I can go over to luminance and roll the shadow intensity there for those different color zones. And you see how I can really repress the background a little bit. Let's go over here to hue and actually just roll that gold a little bit more golden. We'll do the same here to orange. And you see how we can control the different transition zones. By going after the hue, saturation, and luminance for each of the components of color, it's very easy to refine the LUT mapping effect. All right, that's looking quite solid. Let's go ahead and finish that out. I'll drag the vignette down here to the bottom and just apply a small vignette at my edge. There we go. Focus the viewer's attention and a small amount of grain for this particular street scene. All right. Now, one of the things that's quite nice is if you choose to save this as a preset, the lookup table will actually save the setting with it. So let's just choose to create a new preset here. Save Filters Preset. And I'll call this Street Scene. And let's go to my custom presets. Now, you'll see as I make a change here, for example, from that back to street scene, you'll see that the lookup table and all of those color settings have been encapsulated into this entire new look. And of course, it's easy for you to use the amount slider to blend that back to get just the right end result. I think you'll find that lookup tables are an excellent way to quickly jumpstart your creativity. You'll find a whole bunch of them on our website, and if you simply do a web search, there are lots of websites that both sell and make free lookup tables available to download. You'll want to find files in the .cub or cube format. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're inspired to take your image to the next level.